Welcome to your local news channel, PBS K36BW, with co-anchors Ralph Schneider and Cornelius Alfonso, roving reporter Nigel Sanchez, arts and culture with Clayton Claiborne, weather with Amsco Rothschild, and sports with Brian Bigby. This is your Broken News.
Yeah. Hello, Thompson Falls. I'm Ralph Schneider.
And I'm Cornelius Alfonso.
And it's a great day for Sanders County.
Yes it is.
Oh, I believe you.
In our first story, in an effort to be more politically correct, Montana is changing names of places that contain words that are deemed offensive to Native American women.
Like what? Squaw?
Hey, you can't say that anymore. For example, what was formerly known as the S-Word Peak is now Star Peak.
S-Word?
And what used to be called S-Word Creek is now
S-Word Creek. I've been up there without a paddle before.
SQ-Word Creek is now Squathquam Creek.
I'll have to correct you on that one, Cornelius. It's pronounced...
What was that?
It's an onomatopoetic version of the sound of water going over the falls. It's Salish. This area, now known as Thompson Falls, was an important gathering ground for the local Confederated Salish tribes.
Well, other new names on the list roll off the tongue a little easier. A creek on the cutoff between Paradise and St. Regis had the not-so-dubious distinction of that unfortunate name. It has now been dubbed Dragonfly Creek. Added this to the newly named Cube Iron Pass, the pass that lies just east of Cube Iron Mountain, of course.
What's a cube iron? Saturday, March 21st, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. at the Thompson Falls Senior Center, there will be a gun show. But I'll save you the trouble of going. The search for the perfect gun is over. Oh yeah. But this one, I'm afraid of.
I'm sorry. If you're 15 or older and can afford admission, head on down. If you're under 14, admission is free with an adult. Wolf! Wolf!
Didn't your mother ever tell you not to do that?
There have been an alarming number of people in our area who have claimed to have sighted Canis lupus, or what is commonly known as the wolf. Rawr. Recently at the Wallace Ranch east of Thompson Falls, a wolf was photographed. Officials believe that it may be responsible for the death of 2 of the ranch calves. Lent
cows.
It's Lent time, people.
Give up your chocolate. Give up your chocolate.
Give it up.
Give up your chocolate.
Give
up your chocolate.
I had a little boogie.
Yeah, a little chocolate, so give it up. Give up your chocolate. All right, go.
Kent Loudon, Region 1 Wolf Management Specialist, will be enlightening people on the issue at a packed Amber Bear Inn in Heron on Thursday, March 26th. The discussion will take place at 6 p.m. and will be preceded by a feeding frenzy and social at 5 p.m. An encore performance will be held the next day at 10 a.m. with another group gab and grub session at 9 a.m. before the meeting. The meeting has to do with the recent delisting of the animal and its future. If you have any problems with wolves in your area, contact the Department of Fish, Wildlife, and Parks, who will contact the Federal Trapper.
Federal Trapper. Now that's the job for me. If only I had started out right by going to the Montana Trappers Association Youth Trapper Camp, held annually by the Montana 4-H in association with the Montana Fish, Wildlife, and Parks. Then I'd at least have a chance at a job like that.
I've never heard of that event. Well, of course, we do roam in different herds. Is this something new?
No way! It's been going on for over half my life. 10 years! The camp, slated for June 12th to 14th, is going to be set in the beautiful Bear Paw Mountains in Beaver Creek Park, south of Havre. Fish, Wildlife, and Parks are even offering a scholarship for the first 60 campers to sign up to help cover the cost of food and educational materials. Registration deadline for the scholarship is April 15th. Hey, that's my birthday.
Taxes!
Everyone else must be registered by May 15th. It is first come, first served, so be sure to sign up fast. For more information, call Jim or Fran Brule at 406-376-3178. You can also contact them at P.O. Box 133, Guilford, Montana. email them at 7mbuell@itstriangle.com or visit the Montana Trappers Association on the web at www.montanatrappers.org.
Clark Fork Valley Elks Lodge number 2757 held its Americanism essay contest combined with the Elks oratorical contest on Wednesday, March 4th. 5th through 8th graders were assigned to write on the topic, "What freedom means to me." There were some very good points made in these essays or speeches, and the young orators expressed themselves very well.
I always enjoy a good oration.
Don't we all?
I think so.
Yes. Well, their intention was not just to show off their skills. There's also prize money involved, with savings bonds of $100, $75, and $50 for those who placed in the contest. For the elementary school, first place was Hannah Hollenbeck, followed by Blake Erickson, and third going to Sierra Bruning. And the winners at the junior high level were Austin Tucker, Shasta Wilson, and third place going to Chloe Ferguson. These top placers will go on to compete at the state level in the not too distant future.
Public speaking on freedom? What a cool thing for the Elks Lodge to do.
And very cool on the part of these outgoing students to do something besides MySpacing friends and watching silly programs on TV.
Nah. And here's Nigel Sanchez with an interview with third place winner Chloe Ferguson.
I'm Nigel Sanchez, and with me here today is Chloe Ferguson, third place winner of the Elks Americanism Essay Contest. Hello Chloe, welcome to the show.
Hi Nigel, thanks for having me here.
My first question has to do with the pressure. Public speaking is always nerve-wracking. Were you nervous being on the hot seat, so to speak?
Definitely, I get very nervous before I speak in public, but you just gotta don't think about it and do whatever you need to do.
What angle did you take on the subject of what freedom means to me?
Just my point of view on what freedom should really mean to people who live in America.
There were a lot of big league orators present. Was the competition pretty fierce?
Definitely. Some of my classmates are there, and they're definitely pretty good at oral speaking. I probably should have practiced a little bit more than I did, but...
What do you plan to do with the prize money? Invest in stocks, bonds, and stable commodities?
Save it up.
Save it up.
Maybe someday when it's worth a lot of money, I can do something really good, really great with it.
Well, thanks for being with us, Chloe.
Thanks for having me, Nigel.
And thanks for letting us take a closer look at freedom.
Yeah, no problem. Hi, Mommy.
Back to you, Ralph.
A new paper by an MSU paleontologist is causing quite a stir with the adolescent dinosaur community. Although probably not highly controversial in nature, I want to get my hands on this riveting read and find out what these rebellious teenage dinos were up to that caused such a hubbub with paleontologists. With little research and reasonable deduction, I found out what was the subject of such a detailed story of teen dinosaur intervention. Apparently, they died. Tragic, I know, but disconcerting to me. There's a couple of glaring errors in this lead. First, these particular teens were up to no good over 90 million years ago, which caused me to ask, how do you know what kind of life challenges and deep-rooted feelings were in their walnut-sized brains if there was no one there to interview them? Second, the setting. It claims to take place in the Gobi Desert, which we all know wasn't even around back then. I mean, no dinosaur would name a desert the Gobi. That sounds like a flavor of ice cream or something. And third, I wasn't born yet, so therefore trouble wasn't around yet either, seeing that that is my middle name.
Highly controversial indeed.
Indubitably.
Indubitably.
Exactly.
The effects on the environment should also, I feel, be mentioned here. Had these dinosaur carcasses been left to decay, they could have provided us with some much-needed fossil fuels. Instead, they have been uprooted by these reptilian grave robbers for research that gives way to a market for teen dinosaurs, self-help books, and rehabilitation centers.
Really? Just think, another 90 million years, and an ologist of some sort might dig me up and write a special interest story on me.